it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you for joining me again today. Today I have a project for the Spot Challenge group, and our theme this week is good luck. Now, originally that was going to be more of a St. Patrick's Day type thing, and I had actually got partway to preparing this card. But I think under the current circumstances I'm going for a slightly different good luck. So I am using the Positive Thoughts stamp set from the Spring Summer Mini catalogue, and particularly what grabbed my attention was the Sending Positive Thoughts and Feel Good Wishes, which with everything that's going on in the world at the moment seemed like a better way of good luck. Better way, that's not English. Anyway, so this is the card that I have come up with. I am using the coordination die set, which is available now. It's available till the end of March and will then not be available again until the new catalogue launches, which will be in June. It is the Nature's Thoughts dies. So this is the coordination release, and it's the Nature's Thoughts dies, which are these ones. So you've got until the 31st of March. It will then be coming back in the annual catalogue, but if you want it now, then you have to order it from me now. So that's what I'm using. And I then kind of grabbed things that I had lying around because I'm so late doing this project. So I had a piece of very vanilla ordinary cardstock that I had already put through the Subtles folder. I don't know why, but I had. So I've used that as the framed piece. And my husband's just deciding now is a really great time to mow his lawn. Hey-ho. I've pulled some of the Mosaic Mood Designer Series paper because I liked that whole very vanilla theme, because I'd got this very vanilla piece that I wanted to use. So I've used that on soft suede, which is one of the colours, and I've then pulled the mint macaron through. I've used vellum from the Perennial Essence suite, and then the mint macaron ribbon that is in the annual catalogue, and it is called, let me grab it, Textile Ribbon. But you could use the mint macaron sheer linen ribbon that is in the Best Dressed suite as an alternative. So let me show you how I made it. There is a lot of heat embossing, there is gold foil and all that good stuff. I have done some prep, so we will whiz through this quite quickly. So this is the die cut piece. So I've just got a piece of very vanilla, run it through the Subtles embossing folder, then I've die cut it. Generally I would say die cut then emboss, but because I knew that it was going to be all right because I already had the embossed piece, I did it the other way around. I've got the feather and the fern mounted up on blocks, and I have got tucked away somewhere really safe, oh yes, opposite me, a piece of the Petal Pink and the So Saffron vellums from the Peaceful, the Perennial, that's what I'm thinking of, Essence suite in the annual catalogue. So, embossing buddy, and then Versamark on my stamp, and that's the feather. It is rather nice that we are at the stage of the year where we need to mow our lawn, and it's always dry enough to do. So I'm sort of annoyed that he knows that I'm filming and yet he's decided to mow the lawn, but equally I'm quite pleased that we are at least getting to that time of the year when the weather is beginning to perk up a bit, certainly in the Northern Hemisphere. Somehow things feel better when the sun's out. I don't know if that's just me, but I always feel a little more positive when the sun's out. And we've had a really nice day, apart from the fact we had frost first thing, which came as a bit of a surprise. We needed to take his car over to the garage to get it serviced, and I really had not anticipated needing 5 minutes to scrape my windscreen. And yet, that is what I did. Fortunately, I still beat him to the service station, or garage. So he went one of the routes and I went the other of the routes, and I got there first, even though I left after he did. Hey-ho. Right, so trusty cheese board and my 2 stamped pieces and my heat gun. So as ever, if you're in the UK, sorry, my heat gun was deciding it didn't really want to work. If you're in the UK, there's a link to my online store below, and also over on my website, and there's a link to that below. So it would be lovely if you felt you could support my business. One of the things that I've always found really good if I'm feeling a bit down is creativity, and they say that half an hour of creativity is equivalent to going to a counselling session. Certainly when I had the joys of chemotherapy, I basically crafted my whole way through the 5 months of chemotherapy. So there we are. Those are those pieces heat embossed. We are going to need to do some more heat embossing, but we'll deal with those first. I have already die cut, just to speed things up, the feather, and I've done 2 of the ferns, so we don't need to do that. So the only other stamping and heat embossing I need to do, pop those there then, I might remember where they are, is the sentiment. I've got a piece of mint macaron card, which I will ultimately need to trim down a bit, but we'll start with getting it heat embossed. So again, embossing buddy, Versamark ink, and I'm going to try and do this straight because then I only have to trim one edge, but knowing my luck, it ain't gonna happen. Oh, that's actually not too bad. Wonders will never cease. So dabble that into my embossing powder. I'm going to need to get some more of this. So yes, do remember, crafting, great for distraction. Really good stuff. I do crochet for premature babies. I make octopi. Is that the plural of octopus? I make octopi, but obviously while there is any suggestion that anyone might be coming down with anything, let alone what's currently going around, we have to quarantine. And because I've had a chest infection, I've been having to quarantine. Chest infection for weeks, not the coronavirus, I would hasten to add. So yes, I can't do my crochet and I'm really missing it. So here we go. There we go. So it would be lovely. We had quite a number of entries to our first challenge. And I think because things were just going mad in the world last week, we didn't really have any entries, which was quite sad. So it would be lovely if you could put together a good luck card, a positive wishes card, that sort of thing. I'm sure there's someone in your community who would benefit from having something handmade delivered to them. Obviously do take health precautions, so if there is any possibility that you are infectious, well, nearly few, I did actually just chop the bottom off, hey ho. But yes, a handmade card delivered through someone's door who may have to be self-isolating or in quarantine would be so nice. So yes, get creative and then share that project with us on our webpage, and there'll be a link to that over on my website. What I'm looking for is my gooey scissors, which Oh, they're over here. So yes, it would be wonderful if you would care to share that with us and maybe inspire other people to make... No, I did want it the other way up. Yes, inspire other people to make some good luck, good wishes type cards. It would be just so nice if we could all, at this horrible time, share some positive vibes. And of course this stamp set is perfect for that. So yes, do give it a go. We would love to see your projects. We're really hopeful that people are enjoying these. So you get no prize, you just get the honour of winning. We all vote, and whoever gets the most votes, and it's a scale of votes, it's not one vote per design team member, we get to score each of the cards. So yes, actually I'm going to put it on the top here. So I want that so that it's sort of, I don't know why I took the bottom of the... I've exposed the sticky on this side now, which I didn't really mean to do. Let me grab my silicone mat. It's pathetic really, isn't it? So let me pop that. I've now stuck it to my finger. Let me pop that there, and then that's better. So I'll not do it with this one, because this one I want to line up with this so that they are actually in the same place at each end. There we go. Okay, so now I've just got to pop everything together. There are my bits, that's what I was looking for. So I'm just going to overlap these a little. Yeah, just like that. Now, because I've heat embossed them, I can hide dimensionals behind them. Hurrah! Because it becomes opaque when you heat emboss. So I can add one there. I can add, whoops, I can add one there. And by doing this, I'm also sticking the pieces together. That's probably enough because it's going to have a bit of overlapping. And then this one I will just be sticking on. So that's all good fun. Right. Okay, let's get a wiggle on. I am taking far too long over this. It is already 13, nearly 14 minutes. And frankly, there are other things that everyone needs to do. So do remember, to enter the spot challenge. And as I say, the link will be on my website, and the link to that is below in the description. Do remember that if you want to shop with me and you're in the UK, I would be thrilled to let you see or experience my customer service. I have got PDF projects to share with my customers this month as well. I was thrilled to be invited to not only join the spot, but also to join the Stamping Glam squad. And each of us put 2 projects together for March, which you get if you have shopped with me this month, or if you do shop with me this month, you will get the PDF of all of those projects free, just for supporting me. And it's the same deal with the other people that are involved in this. We give them away to our customers and then we sell them to anyone else. They're not available yet. When they are available, I will pop the details on my website. But it does mean that you will get to share those projects, and the only place that we will be sharing those projects is in that PDF, nowhere else. So there's no, we're not going to be sharing those projects with all and sundry anywhere else. They are just going to be in that PDF. So, okay, I am going to tuck a dimensional under there because it is rather waving in the breeze, and I don't really want it to wave in the breeze quite to the extent that it currently is. Okay, there we go. Right, I have a piece of the mint macaron textile ribbon, so I'm just going to do an Auntie Betty bow, 2 bunny ears, and then in a half knot. Really easy, and you can adjust the size just by holding the knot and then pulling the end, and you get the size bow you want. And then these aren't really the scissors I want to use on this, but they're there, so I will use them. I'm also doing a giveaway of the sale-a-bration designer series paper to the first people who grab it. So the first people who shop with me in March, or have shopped with me already in March, will get a quarter of each of the packs of paper. And I've also got some little ladybug stamp sets that are also up for grabs for people who shop with me in March. I will put all the details on my website, so that will all be available. Right, I just need to trim this off the back here. And then grab my card blank, a scrap of paper, my feather, and my So Saffron ink pad, and I'm just going to ink that up and then pop it there, there, stamp off, there, stamp off, there, just so that there's something on the inside. And then I can fold that, get rid of my scrap of paper. So this is just half a sheet of A4. I will put the measurements for American letter size on my website as well. So do not fret. I will have it all there, and I use both inches and centimetres for international A4. So if you're out of the arc like me, there will be inches, and if you're all modern and trendy, then there will be centimetres. Right, now I just need my metallic, gold metallic sequin pearls, which I had. One day I will organise myself. I will, honest, I promise. Oh, there they are. They're underneath my silicone mat. So I had organised myself. I'd then just buried everything, which is so me. And what I now can't find is my take your pick. There are moments when, frankly, I don't think I should be allowed out. Okay, we'll go back to old-fashioned using scissors. So, we'll pop one. If you could see my eyes scooting around my workspace, trying desperately to find my take your pick tool. I know it's there somewhere. I just can't for the life of me see it. It's probably right in front of me, and I'm just not seeing it. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. And then we'll just tuck one in under there. So there we go. There are my 2 good luck, positive vibe cards. I hope you enjoyed that in spite of my brain going for a walk. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and do consider subscribing if you can put up with that. Just saying, if you can put up with my madness, it's pretty much always there. Anyway, thank you very much indeed for joining me. Do please look at joining the Spot Challenge this week. Keep safe, keep well, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.